Almost a whole decade after Destiny 1's release, there is still an active community of veterans and some new players keeping PvP and the Crucible alive, and entire Discord servers dedicated to finding players for strikes. Destiny 1 is still one of my favorite games I've ever played, and today we're going to explore the tower, Crucible matches, strikes, and find out who's still playing, and more importantly, why. It's always extremely nostalgic first loading up the game with the theme song Guardian playing, and I always love listening to the game's music while sitting in orbit, which has an absolutely gorgeous planet background with surprisingly good graphics, especially given the year that it was released in and the consoles that it was released on. Also, if you're enjoying, then please make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss a new video just like this one, and to help me hit 500 subscribers. Also, comment your thoughts and hit the like button. I really appreciate any and all support that you guys give. When you arrive in the tower, at least on the Xbox One and PS4, you'll find that no matter what time of day it is, there's still plenty of players running about, whether they're decrypting engrams, visiting the usually out of stock merchants like Lord Zavala or Cade, or perhaps even collecting a bounty from Lord Shax. Even 6 years after first playing D1 in 2018, yes, I know I started late, there's still areas of the tower I hadn't explored, including this platform with a dead ghost that I needed to revive. Additionally, visiting the numerous traders and clans around town is equally as nostalgic, with plenty of bounties available to this day. And man, the tower's view overlooking the city with the traveler in the background is a truly gorgeous sight that you can never get tired of. Onto the Crucible, I will say that for the most part, you shouldn't have to wait too long of a time if you play the weekly playlist like Zone Control. However, if you try joining the DLC Crucible maps, I honestly don't know if there's a single soul still playing these modes. Like, bro, I'm not even joking. I sat around in a Rise of Iron playlist for a bit and not a single bro joined. Even in Rise of Iron's social area on Old Russia, there's still only like 2 or 3 people in the entire lobby. The people you'll be playing with are mostly going to be veterans who never logged off, so be prepared to fight even harder than usual, because otherwise you will get thrashed. Nevertheless, if you can survive the skill gap, limited FOV, and 30 FPS, then PvP is still a lot of fun, and messing around with your various guns in Zone Control can be very chaotic and requires quick gaming reflexes, and I'll fully admit that I'm not the greatest Crucible player. Winning your match can yield some decent loot, however. Finding players for strikes and raids without a Discord server or other community was extremely difficult in my case, however. I didn't find anyone in the Rise of Iron strike playlist, and there's only a few people online that Taken King strikes. I did find some new players on a base game strike on the moon, where we raided a Hive Abomination, which while significantly below my light level, was still a fun quick raid. While a lot of strikes are doable with just one person, some of them, like the Rise of Iron one I did, are best done with friends because the increased difficulty levels and overwhelming swarms will make a solo attempt very difficult. I did get to use a turret to fight some legionaries, which feels more like Halo than Destiny, so that was pretty cool. I also did the Sunless Cell Strike on the Dreadnought orbiting Saturn, which I did a gazillion times when I used to play this game religiously. Nevertheless, fighting the hordes of acolytes and wizards in the courtyard and in the asylum never ceases to be a damn good time. I also explored the Vestian outpost in the reef, which boasts a gorgeous backdrop with floating shipwreckage. However, just like Old Russia, there's plenty of dope vendors hanging around, but very few players to actually keep the economy going. I guess we better up the Guardian birth rate. If you get bored, on pretty much every planet you can do patrols, which will yield some reward. However, nothing too good, and most of the tasks are pretty easy. There's also the occasional public event, usually just taking out a target, like this Venus event where I had to take out an Imperial Centurion. One thing I forgot to mention is the awesome character customization at the beginning of the game. Each class has different character features that you can select for both genders, and you can be different alien species too. I personally like hunter customizations the most, mainly because of the awesome robot accessories you can choose. There's a Discord server called The Last Destiny City where you can find thousands of players for raids and strikes on both D1 and D2 on both Xbox and PlayStation. I asked these players why they still play Destiny 1, and the most common answer was that too much of new D2 content was locked behind a paywall. Another answer is Bungie nerfing D2 gear like Starfire Protocol. Other people told me that the gameplay feels weak compared to D1 and that a lot of the exotics were lame. In the words of one user, Destiny 1 may be 10 years old, but it's consistent and it doesn't ask you for money all the time. Overall, Destiny 1 is still one of my favorite games that I've gotten to play, and if you're able to find people to play with, then you can certainly have some fun doing the game's hardest raids. You never know how much longer Bungie will keep the servers online for, as this game is approaching 10 years old, and since this game is almost entirely online, the death of the servers will mean the death of the game. Also, while there's still a decent number of people on the PS4 and Xbox One, the Xbox 360 and PS3 editions are sadly dead, and I'm honestly shocked that the servers haven't been turned off. I've never actually played as any other class besides Titan, so perhaps someday I'll start a new journey as a Warlock. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, then please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video, and make sure to comment your thoughts. This has been Zane, and I'll catch you all later.